Alright, so we're finally back. I'm Alex Vo. We're gonna be listening to and watching technically or reacting to Yungeen, Ace, and Foolio, the Demons of Duval County, and it's by Geek. Again, I don't know, there is other versions of these videos about these guys as well. I'm not sure, maybe if people add more things to their videos, more rappers and all that stuff, or who end up getting murdered too as well. Because yeah, there's probably way more deaths now, but then again, because it is technically July now, it's almost August, so there's probably are gonna be more murderers and more rivalries against each other. So at the end of the day, not more people. You never know, some of these people in these videos, sooner or later, they'll probably are either murdered or in a prison cell. So let's get started though.
I'm gonna sit right up. They shot my mama house. They shot this part right up. My mama was in the room. They shot that bitch up. My house always got shot. They always spent on my shit. But then we doubling back though.
I might skip this part just because of the music wise, but let's go.
Of murders in Jacksonville.
There's many names for ATK. Ace's top killers is one. 9 people, potentially responsible for 15 murders that we know of, and who knows what else.
Damn, over 50 murders, that's a lot. It's probably even maybe higher now since this video is made in May. Now we're in almost August, so you never know. But let's continue.
Hey, we're shooting scenes for When I See You, Who I Smoke.
Who I Smoke came out of nowhere, went crazy, kind of made it more mainstream to where people who don't even know y'all, they were tapped into it. Did you make them do that?
I don't know. I took it too far when they made a song for speak.
Yeah, I think the song went too far, but it's a pretty good song by Young Ace and his group. But yeah, they're singing about the dead people, so it's a good. Well, they made a pretty good song, but it's just kind of disrespectful for them singing about the dead people. I know they talked about some other people too in the actually music video as well. I know Foolio, he did made a video too as well on Who I Smoke, so he did a technically remix of it as well. I haven't watched that one yet. I know that one came out like 2 months ago, so maybe we'll actually watch it, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna be reacting to it because goddamn, I don't want to get myself killed in this. And then I know he did When I See You as well. It's another song he made, so he talked about the dead ops of Young Ace's group as well. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be watching any of those or technically reacting to any of those, but we'll see if you guys do want it. Definitely will maybe actually reacting to it, but here we go.
Once the dead get involved, it's already too far.
Hi, what is up everybody? For the past few months, the most talked about song on social media is the Who I Smoke video from Yungeen Ace. It exposed the mainstream to the deadliest rap feud that's been going on for years, and it's happening in Jacksonville, Florida. Rappers from there are on a completely different wave, hiding the clues to revenge killing.
I'm gonna pause here, but one thing too, I'm kind of surprised how like some of these guys are not in prison yet, even though they were talking about what they did to some of these people in the music video. So I don't know how they're still walking at this point. So they're not in prison cells, so they're still out right now. But let's continue.
Inside their music videos, taking the beats from classic pop songs and trying to rap the most demonic shit over it. Yungeen Ace and his crew remixed the classic Vanessa Carlton song 1,000 Miles and flipped it, filming at a plush golf course, smoking cigars, all while dancing to lyrics that celebrate the deaths of their rival crew, led by the rapper Foolio out of North Jacksonville. Who I Smoke went viral, hitting 16 million views in 1 month and getting reactions from all the biggest influencers online.
Who I Smoke. Say it.
No! Hey, Foolio, come get this nigga before he playing with your top.
This is one of the most savage videos I've seen. Just, you know why? They show.
I don't know. I might skip the reaction, people, because you never know. They will probably. But let's continue.
A classic Fantasia song, and in the music video, printing out a big poster of 2 of Ace's friends and his blood brother who died by Ace's side in a drive-by shooting outside a Japanese steakhouse. Ace was the only one in the car who survived. Since then, both Foolio's crew and Young and Ace's crew released this song after this song towards each other, leaving hidden messages in the music videos.
Got kidnapped, they found his bones, he was right. Corbin.
Where is Corbin Johnson? The 18-year-old's parents say they dropped him off last week at a job interview and they never saw him again.
Left his house Wednesday.
Damn, I feel bad for the parents, but R.I.P. to Corbin Johnson there, and to his family. God damn, that definitely sucks, but let's continue here.
Night. Here's a picture of him behind us, and there's little in the way of clues as to where he might be.
Corbin ass was lost until they found him in that bag. Oh.
Corbin Johnson.
And of course, you have to sing about it. Makes it more obvious, right? So, why do you always have to make songs about the dead people? Jesus Christ. Man, come on. Can you just leave the dead people alone?
Was last seen alive in July of last year. Then last Friday, a man discovered the victim's skeletal remains.
But what makes this situation real cold is some of the folks beefing are literal cousins. Blood relatives caught up on opposite ends of the feud.
Now, that is your cousin. Nigga, fuck your cousin, man. That's your real cousin? That nigga cousin. I don't give a f about that nigga cousin.
Now, we're getting into all this, but first I got my guy Millies with Jim Jones for the song of the day today. This is Heightened Senses. Let's go.
Alright, this one I do have to skip the song of the day. I was waiting for him to do the song of the day, so I'm guessing right here. Let's cut. We're gonna get an ad pretty soon here.
In order to understand this story, we gotta go to the biggest city in the country in terms of land size.
Selling our house, buying this house. What do we think? Negative me. Too much hassle. Control freak me. We leave nothing.
That's not in Alaska, and that's Jacksonville, Florida. Florida's always had a huge presence in rap music, especially in the last 2 decades. But its biggest city,
So now we're doing Jacksonville. The last one I might do is technically the Chicago one. I forgot his first name, but I know it's Duck, his last name. But we'll definitely be watching the Chicago one, and that'll be maybe the last one I'll be doing. And then we'll go from there. But let's continue here.
Jacksonville never really got any mainstream success until now, and that's all because of these viral diss records between two crews. Young and Ace is the face of ATK Gang, which mostly occupies the west side of Jacksonville. His rival Foolio is the face of KTA, alias Kill Them All, which is an alliance between two groups. Foolio's gang from the north, and Young and Reckless, a crew from the south side. What's worse about this beef is the amount of mutual friends both camps had at one point in time. Ace,
yeah, they had a lot of friends, but a lot of them are dead too as well. So yeah, for both sides, kind of. I don't think that it's never gonna be. They're never gonna get past it. I don't think they'll get a choose between Young Ace or Foolio, because if they're gonna keep making songs and stuff like that, I don't think they will end their beef at all. So let's continue here.
and Foolio were never exactly close, but they did have mutual friends such as Queso, who right now is locked up with his own father, charged for 2 murders, including the killing of Foolio's blood brother, Bibby. After Bibby's murder, Queso would notoriously walk around wearing Bibby jerseys, taking photos like
That's kind of messed up, dude. Why? Even though I do like Mike Bibby, I used to well, I'm a fan of basketball, but he used to play for Sacramento Kings as well. But yeah, I do like him. He's a good player, but this, come on, dude. Even the person you just killed. But let's go. I know Queso here, he probably does way more crazy things too as well. So we'll continue. I know Queso, they did end up talking about him technically in the Who I Smoke song too as well. Most likely he probably ain't gonna come out of prison cell, but let's continue.
It was a trophy. He even released an album in 2019, putting images of his dead ops as the cover, like a Mount Rushmore of fallen rivals. Jacksonville
Man, Queso's one crazy dude, that's I could tell you, but let's continue.
Police, or JSO, are notorious for not cracking cases. In fact, 70% of murders in the city go unsolved. So folks online came up with
70%? God damn, that's not good at all. Oh man, that's bad, because most of them, I wonder. But then again, like, it's not gonna be that hard because most of these guys are singing about it, so they'll probably will find some of these dead rappers even quicker, even the murderers, because they've been singing songs. So they kind of throw it out there by themselves, so make them get caught easier than ever.
with the catchphrase, "J-So loves Queso," for the simple fact that he telegraphs what he's doing on social media.
You see a hawk like this? Come here, boy. Come here, boy.
All of Queso's songs have millions of views on YouTube, and he was actually very close with King Von. The two had music together. Queso even appeared in that
R.I.P. to him as well, King Von. So maybe one of these days, some of these guys are not going to be here. Well, we know that for a fact. They're not going to be here if they're going to keep battling each other. Then also, either that or they're going to be in a prison cell eventually.
infamous video where Quando Rondo and Von were joking around with each other back when they were on good terms.
Dirty ass
Queso was there as well. But back in Jacksonville, Queso had a well-known reputation for demonic antics. He famously tried to organize a team deathmatch in real life with his own cousins, who repped the rival gang, KTA.
What's up, where you at?
Come on, I do a team deathmatch.
Right now?
Y'all two versus us two.
Look at my cousin. We looking like. My cousin don't want to talk. He trying to act all. He trying to act all hard. Oh, gangsters. They got the black hoodies on.
One of the cousins on that live was named Lil Nine. A month after that back and forth, Lil Nine was leaving a gas station when his car was ambushed.
Lil Nine, I know he was part of the Who I Smoke song too as well when they actually said his name. Same thing with Bibby. And then there was another person too as well they actually mentioned in the Who I Smoke song. But let's continue here.
Shot 12 times from a rifle inside another car, sending him crashing into a rent-a-wheel tire shop, where Lil Nine was pronounced dead at the scene. While folks at the tire store were trying to revive him, Lil Nine's friend who was in the crash with him was frantically walking around filming inside the store.
You fuck niggas played. Played. Fuck niggas played. You fuck niggas played, man.
Of course, Queso responded with a video of his own, laughing.
Get out!
Then Queso's blood brother, also Lil Nine's cousin, would recreate Lil Nine's death video from the tire shop.
Oh, come on, dude. You have to do that. But then again, it is Queso. Queso is one crazy dude. That's I could say. Because that guy will probably kill anyone he sees at this point.
Niggas played. Y'all niggas played. Y'all niggas played.
60 days later, Queso dropped a music video, and in it, we see him putting a photo of his own deceased cousin, Lil Nine, in the microwave.
He's even his cousin? What the? I guess he doesn't care even if you're family member, he's still gonna end up killing you. God damn, dude.
See, the crazy part is, everybody that's beefing, at one point in time, was cool. Queso met Yungeen Ace in the 9th grade, they've been friends ever since, but the rival Foolio likes to remind Queso that back in 2015, he was hanging with them, and even had the nickname 6 Block Queso for his affiliation with Foolio's gang, 6 Block. Even Yungeen Ace admits he was a fan of Foolio's music before their beef really escalated, but a series of unfortunate events would draw lines in the sand. Neutrals had to pick sides quickly. At a block party in South Jacksonville, it's in YNR territory, Young and Reckless. A crew led by YNR Mookie and his lieutenant, Slugga T. Ace and his gang show up to the party and get into an argument with YNR's leader, Mookie. Shots were fired and a bullet grazed Mookie's skin, with his lieutenant Slugga T shooting back. But Ace and his crew managed to escape the party, leaving Young and Reckless and Ace's crew on bad terms. On top of that, YNR...
Like a why can't you just have fun at a party? But of course, something always has to go wrong, right? Always someone's getting shot at, someone's getting murdered, and then if that happens, there always can be some type of beef and retaliation because of it too as well. But let's continue.
YNR's leader Mookie was already friends with Foolio's cousin. This made it easy for YNR and Foolio's gang to click up, creating an alliance under the name KTA, or Kill Them All, with one enemy in common, Yungeen Ace and ATK. The trends in Jacksonville at the time were not good. It was marking an increase in the murder rate year on year.
Damn, that's crazy. Every single year, that's like almost 4 times? Probably even more than 4 times, right? Jesus Christ. That doesn't look good at all. But let's continue here. I wonder what's 2021 now, since that one's at 140. 9 more than in 2019. So 2021 probably up here, right? Probably 150 or maybe even more than that.
In 2017, Ace would drop the song Go to War. This was an open invitation to anyone opposing ATK to retaliate. Not long after, Ace's home was shot up, but the tipping point was soon to come. A few months later, one of Ace's friends was out on a mission, looking to avenge a robbery that had happened to him. He knew exactly where the robber was, on the west side of Jacksonville at Foolio's cousin's house. So he snuck into the house, throwing a brick through the sliding door, entering from the back where he began shooting. No mask, no gloves. He couldn't get who robbed him, and instead he ended up killing Foolio's cousin, Zion, and wounding another.
Damn, that's crazy. He did all that. And there's people in the house. He could have probably even killed even way more people if there were in the house. That's kind of sad, but let's continue here.
9-year-old girl. If this was the start of a war, Zion's death was the catalyst. Not long after, Zion's sister was shot 14 times in an attempt to prevent her from going to trial and testifying.
Damn, 14 times. Just because she's the witness, of course, you're gonna have to try to kill the witness so you don't get more in trouble, but if she survives, she can still point you out. So this person did not do his job, technically. Kind of failed there.
She miraculously survived, and Yungeen Ace's friend who did the shooting was sentenced to life. But things were just getting started. Foolio's cousin being the first.
Yeah, you should be sent to life. Most of these people should be, but they're not. They're still walking out. But then again, they probably has some really good lawyers for some of them. But let's continue here.
Death in the beef meant KTA were looking to get revenge swiftly. They needed to make an example. Ace's music was starting to pick up steam. His new song, F That, was getting millions of views on WorldStar in mere days. Fans were already comparing him to Youngboy. Then a week later, this happened.
4 young men were in this car when they were shot. The vehicle pulled up to their Chevy sedan, opened fire, then took off. And one is in critical condition at the hospital.
Keontae Bullard, the only survivor of the quadruple shooting.
It's a Tuesday in June of 2018. Ace, his brother, and 2 friends were going to Wasabi, a Japanese steakhouse, for Ace's friend's 18th birthday. Everyone was in good spirits, taking photos. It was a celebration. But little did they know, the whole time, they were under surveillance. Rivals had found out their location because of Ace's Instagram story, taking photos outside the steakhouse. Ace even recorded his friends eating inside the restaurant and posted that too. So their enemies waited outside, watching them eat, then followed them leaving the restaurant.
That's why I wouldn't be posting. I would rather post it when you're not there, so maybe delay the post or something like that, then do it. But I guess he was just enjoying himself and stuff like that. But you know, you're just hanging out with your friends, but then when you forgot, there's other people who are watching you as well. Technically, some other ops from other groups, they're paying attention to you as well. So if you keep slacking, this is what's gonna actually happen. So they were slacking there.
Driving along the highway. When they got to a red light, the shooters opened fire on the passenger side of Ace's car, killing his 2 best friends and his brother, leaving Ace in critical condition. It was a quadruple shooting, and Foolio got the news before anyone else did, except he thought Ace was dead.
Them boy lost the Fortnite match.
But yeah, and technically you kind of guessed wrong because young Ace did survive the shooting, which he got really lucky that he still the one who actually ended up surviving. But end of the day, it's a pretty sad story. All 3 of them dead except for young Ace, which he survived this. But it could have been 4, and maybe this rivalry would have stopped there, since young Ace is one of their bigger persons, especially singing wise, than Queso. He's technically in prison at this point. But let's continue.
Till coming up, cold summer alert, man. 2-3 pack, man. Ace pack, bitch.
Of course, Ace survived, but he lost everything. His brother and his 2 best friends.
That's why I can't see how they can squash the beef with each other, because they lost. Technically, both of them lost their brothers and a lot of their close friends too as well. So, like, how are these guys just gonna squash it? Like, and then also singing songs about each other too as well. Like, how are these guys gonna do that? Since they lost too many people. But one of these days, hopefully, we pray that they do. But I don't think that's gonna happen. But let's continue.
Tension, however, was helping grow his career. NBA YoungBoy would FaceTime him to record a song, and it also motivated Ace to make his biggest record ever, called Pain, which went viral and as we speak has 50 million views on YouTube. But the blood spilling was not over. Every time Ace would drop a song, his rival YNR Mookie would use the same song titles to make a diss track. The Jacksonville police even created a whole new department called the Violence Reduction Strategy Team, whose whole job was to basically comb through music videos from both camps looking for clues.
Yeah, and they should. I think they do it for every technically places. Like, that's the crazy part. Like, there's just so many young people who are in this. I don't know if they are, some of them, are they even really part of it? It's just because you are attached to someone and you get mad because your brother's to Foolio, even though I guess he is part of the group and stuff like that. So yes, they are gonna kill you. But what happens if you're not? Just because you're related to them, they still end up killing you, which is the sad part, because if they can't find whoever the main person they're looking for, they'll probably go for someone else that's probably lacking or slacking too as well. At the same time, they'll probably murder your family member instead. So that, which is kind of sad, but let's continue here.
Neighborhood on the north side of Jacksonville at the Hilltop Apartments. He was sitting on a gazebo in the courtyard of his complex with a friend. The two were looking at their phones when all of a sudden, pounding gunfire erupted. Bibby and his friend dropped the phone and jumped. Both started running in different directions, frantically looking for cover. A total of 60 rounds was shot in under 15 seconds.
Damn, 60 rounds in 15 seconds, that's a lot. Jesus Christ. I guess they really want him dead.
Bibby was killed instantly. A year later, when the court documents were unsealed, the police named Queso as the gunman responsible.
And of course it's Queso, because it's kinda obvious since you're posting picture of like Bibby's jersey number and stuff like that too as well. Of course, make it more obvious.
For Bibby's murder, saying that they drove for hours, circling the complex, parking, waiting, until finally springing out and unleashing Draco rounds in Bibby's direction. Then Queso allegedly walked up to Bibby, who was on the ground, shielding himself from the gunfire, and executed him at close range, before fleeing the apartment complex in a gray Nissan. The court documents also mention Queso's affinity for wearing Bibby jerseys, and posting it to his IG page in celebration.
That's the thing with Queso. It seems like he does brag a lot about his murderers, because he technically is a murderer, and then he loves to kill people. Seems like he gives no mercy to every single person, so no mercy to anyone. So good luck. Luckily, man, he's in a prison cell right now. But if he comes out, that's just gonna be the justice system probably failed there. But let's continue.
Queso's bond is currently set at $4 million. For Foolio, losing his brother and his cousin in a short period of time was devastating. But 2019 was also the year his music was going to the next level. 1 million views, back to back to back, consistently. And he was doing it all independent. Foolio was a big deal in Florida, but not quite big enough to be touring the country on his own. Unlike his rival Yungeen Ace, who was booking shows in multiple states. Just a month after Foolio's brother died, Ace was performing at a nightclub in Waycross, Georgia. Him and his crew went back to the hotel to relax by the pool when they were suddenly ambushed. An SUV pulled up and a group of guys hopped out shooting. Queso was there and didn't hesitate for 1 second to shoot back. One of Queso's boys rallied.
That's surprising, really, because he's known to kill people, so yeah, of course he's gonna be shooting back. Then R.I.P. to him, which is kind of sad. Even that guy's just friends, just relaxing with his friends. Did he know Queso and the Young Ace for having battles with Foolio at that time? I'm guessing not. He's just there, probably wrong time at the wrong place.
Died at the pool in that shootout. Only Ace's side got arrested for shooting back. The other gunmen were never found by police. Queso would say the quiet part out loud in his song Been Dead, where the lyrics go, "Shoulda killed me in Waycross, they hopped out with the K's. Me and Scotty bustin' back, we were on the same page." That's the same music video where he puts his cousin Lil 9 in the microwave. A month after dropping this song, Queso was arrested for a whole different murder alongside his father, who was charged.
Really? Been with his father? Like, does some of these guys even have fathers? It seems like they don't have any father figures, it seems like, because they doing all crazy stuff on the streets. But I guess they are being with their mothers most likely. But goddamn, even your father being in part of this, that's just insane.
With accessory after the fact. Allegedly, they were getting revenge on a rival rapper named KTA Lil Buck, who dissed Queso's older brother that died in a van full of Queso's relatives when 2 cars rolled up, blocking them off, and put 100 bullets inside the car. Lil Buck was
100 bullets? God damn, like, I guess you gotta really, really piss off them that badly to get shot 100 times. God damn. Like, shot into the car 100 times? Jesus Christ. That's a lot.
Foolio's close friend and a high-priced target that ATK got the drop on, allegedly rolling up at 11 in the morning while he was applying for a job to assassinate him. Queso posted to his Insta story right after, saying,
That's kind of sad too. Like, these guys are trying to maybe move on with their lives too as well, and looking for a new job. And then, of course, you end up getting murdered for just going to apply a job, and your ops actually find you out. God damn, that sucks.
Kill a dude, then get my toes done.
Receiving a pedicure with the caption,
That's weird. To get my toes done, really. But that is Queso, so he does crazy things too as well.
kill a N-word, then go get my toes done.
This wasn't the first hit done outside a job site. Another rapper, Jump Out, who beefed with Yungeen Ace and ATK, was killed while waiting in line to apply for a job at an Amazon warehouse, leading to the infamous line on Who I...
Yeah, I remember. And if you do pay attention to the Who I Smoke at the end, the last guy who sang the song, I'm not sure who, I forgot his name is, but the last guy who sung it with the blue shirt, he does mention it in that song, Who I Smoked. But yeah, that kind of sucks. Just try to apply at an Amazon job too, and there's probably a lot of witness right there, and you end up murdering him. That kind of sucks. But end of the day, this rivalry will never probably end at all. But let's continue. It's almost over here.
Smoke, where they say, found out where he was working and clocked him out. The war had escalated to a point where, no matter where they were...
For the Who I Smoke song, the guy at the end, he does speak kind of a little too quickly. Probably if you have the caption on, you probably will pay attention to it a little bit more, but without the caption, it's kind of hard because he does talk pretty kind of quickly.
No matter who it was, one side was shooting at the other, and the other would shoot back. We can count a dozen of Foolio's friends who are locked up, and YNR Mookie and Slugga T are behind bars too. Even Foolio's girlfriend got shot in the head.
Y'all thought I was dead. Y'all ain't underscore it.
That's crazy. She got shot in the head. Like, yeah, but maybe one day, I just hope they could have some type of truce between each other for both of the groups. But it's going to be kind of hard because looking at it, like, both of them have the brothers both getting shot at and getting murdered. Not just shot at, but getting murdered. So, like, Yungeen Ace even saw his brother got killed too as well because he was in that car as well. But he actually ended up surviving. Then Foolio, he lost his brother as well. So this one's going to be kind of difficult having truce between them two, but you never know. I hope they do maybe combine, like join forces, and make some good music with each other, but end of the day, who knows? Maybe they'll have that truce one of these days. That's all we hope for, and stop the killing and stuff like that, but still going to end up happening. If one shoots, the other one's going to shoot back as well, so it's never ending story between any of these groups. That's what it seems like. Until pretty much when we always say it in every single video. Until they're all in prison or all can be dead. That's gonna be the only way for them. But that's gonna be me, and I'm out. And I'll again see you guys next time.